Hey, 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 down in the Delray bee yard today. Yes, sir. Coming down here to check to see if we can pull any honey. I thought this would be probably one of your favorite videos to see the ultimate reward of the beekeeper. So, this is my first, or I should say, will be my first harvest from the Delray bee yard. If we get anything today. I think I put this together about a year ago. I brought this hive here from my house because I had too many. This was a swarm and that was a rescue. And the last one over there, the white one, that's a split off of the rescue. They had so many bees there, so we had to split them. So let's see what we got in here. As always, the bees know you coming, so you gotta smoke the entrance. All right, we got the entrance smoked. So let's see what we got. Now we're not out of the woods yet because that's just the entrance. So you want to smoke under the cap also. Once you take this off, you want to give them a couple of puffs under here. Let it sit back down. All right. Now we can take it off. I got my tools down here on the ground and I'm so tall. And I'm also going to give them a couple of puffs under here too, because you never know what you have waiting for you underneath. I don't want to do too much because we pulling honey. So we don't want the honey to smell like smoke. So let's pop that off real slow as always. Give them a couple of light puffs on the top over here. All right. Near these frames when I pull them out. So they smell like honey, but let's see what we got here. They got that nice, pretty wax too. They still working that one. All right. I think I know what I'm going to do. Let's go down to the bottom first. We'll save this one for last. So what we'll do is I'll use the top cover here, put it on the ground, and we'll take this one off. All right, they're still working, so I gotta take one out of here though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I usually wait till they load it up and then take one out and spread them out. So let's see which one I'm gonna take. It's a lot to choose from. But that's the best one I've seen so far. Let's check down here and see what they got going on. Yeah, they still packing it. All right, I see one over there. Let's check that one. All right, this one has pollen in it. I won't take that one. I think that's one they're using to feed the brood with. So we won't take that one out. So I'm gonna have to do a eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right, so what we'll do, we'll take this one. All right, now I can spread them out. All right, so I had 10 frames in here and I took one out so they have 9. And the reason I do that is so they can bill them out. So we're gonna go ahead and space them out here. Get them in the right spot. All right. So we got them spaced down here. Then we're gonna come down here and space them out also. All right. So that'll give you a nice space in between there for the bees to bill out the comb even a little wider and store more honey. So I just took one out. It's halfway there. I like to see mine's at least 90% cap. It's probably about somewhere in the 70s, 75, 70% cap. So we'll put this one back. Let's check the top one. We'll go ahead and check the top one. So I thought those would have been ready, but not yet. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back on. They getting there. I thought it would be ready around June, but I had this dream last night that I was down here in the bee yard pulling out so much honey. So I say, you know what? Let me come down and check it, because that might be a warning that they getting overfilled, but they doing all right. They capping. They capping. Yep, they capping. They don't want me bothering them, so they told me I'm interrupting the workflow here, so I gotta be obedient and hurry up and get out. They don't want me interrupting the workflow. I think I'm gonna steal this one too. This one looks, it feels pretty heavy, like it's dried. When it's dried and cured to be honey, it's real heavy. So this one here is real heavy. So what I usually do is just brush all the bees off. They don't like it, but I'm bigger than them. Yep, one just hit me under the arm. And that was my fault, because I should have put on my bee suit instead of this shirt. But it was time for me to get a bee venom fix. So what I got to do now is smoke that area so they don't smell the alarm pheromones. All right. Hey, that's part of getting honey, right? Getting stung. That one's a little heavy. Let's check on this one. See what we got here. Yep, they going down the line. Oh, they finally decided to build that one out. That's good. Now I've been fixing this one up for my girl Daniela, and the bees have finally started building the comb down. So I gotta pull it out so Daniela can see that the bees have started making the. I told her I was gonna put one together so she can get some honeycomb. So the bees have finally started building the comb down, Daniela. Yep, that's gonna be your honeycomb when they fill it up. All right, I think that's it for this one. I gotta replace. Now, did they have 333? Okay, they already had 9 in here. So what I want to do is put one back because I took one out. Let's smoke that area where they tried to sting me. Well, he did sting me, but he didn't get a good one in because it just felt like a mosquito bite. See what they got going on here. All right. All right, I think these have 9 already. Yep, already spaced these out. Looking good. I see the white wax on the edge there. I'm gonna start with this one right here. See how this one is looking. Halfway capped, halfway capped. Halfway capped, halfway capped. Oh, this one I can take. Look at that one. The other side is about 80%. So this one I'm gonna take out. We'll give them another frame. They don't like you brushing them off, but hey, I can't take you along with me for the ride. Ah, yeah. Move it closer. That was strange. They got one on the end that was ready. Usually they start them in the middle. All right, they just loading these up and capping. Yeah. Yeah, they capping. Need a little more time on this one. That's about, let me see. That's about a good 75% right there. They still loading it. I'll put it back. Yep, they just starting working on the capping. This one on the end looks pretty tempting. Let's check that one. Oh yeah. Okay, they doing good on the ends. This is another end one here. I'm gonna take this one and we'll give them two empty. So I'll let you see that one. And then that side, overall, I would say about 95% this one here. So we're gonna brush them back in. I'm glad you get to see an opportunity of how we get the honey out of here. It's a nice little wrestling match with the bees. You got to sweep them off, and then they try to fly right back on. Yeah, just got another stung, but that's okay. Ah, I just got to get the alarm pheromones off my shirt before they start hitting me again. Just got another one close to that same spot. So maybe the smoke wore off for that one. So, well, I'm glad you see. I got my suit down there. I can go change it, but it was time for me to get a fix of bee venom because I hadn't gotten stung in a long time. So today I got two. But you know what? It's worth it because I'm getting honey. I won't complain. Thank God I'm not allergic to them. And even if I was, I have an EpiPen. So, all right. So we're going to give them back two empties with drawn out comb here. If I had more to do, I'd probably go get my suit. But I'm not going to go get my suit. Just going to smoke them. Just smoke that spot. I got to keep smoking that spot where they stung me. Because the second sting was close to it, not the same area. I think what they stinging is my perspiration, my arm perspiration. All right, get out of there, girl. I don't want to squash you. All right, let me get them. Now that one got me good because I felt that one. The first one was like a little mosquito bite. The second one I had to like grit my teeth and hold it. But they got me. Yeah, I had to grit my teeth and hold it. All right, these are spaced back out. No bee squashed. So we'll get them going. Let them fill those back up. They say, oh, Rich, you can't. Oh, dead bee. Let me hurry up and get that back on here before they smell the alarm pheromones. I don't know how that bee got killed. But, all right, come on. Out, 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 out. See, that's how they get pinched. They go right between the tight spot where you're trying to close the lid up, and they'll get right on there. So I want to put this back on, and then what we're going to do is go down below, and we're going to check. You know what? All right, I only got one more. I was going to say, let me go put my bee suit on. Keep them away. All right, we got one more to check. Let's get a spot for that to go. Okay. Make sure none is in the handle. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's heavy. We'll let that stay there. Woo, boy, he got me good. I feel that going down my arm. You know that was a good sting. I feel that one going down my arm. 3, 3, 4. Okay, we got 10 in this one also. So let's see if we can get one out. If we can get one out, that'll be beautiful. If not, we'll just have to keep the keep the 9. Oh, these girls piled back up on there already. What they doing? All right, let's see what they got going on here. All right, they working on this one. This is a nice white wax one. So I got to check that one next to them. All right, let's skip over and check this one here. Yeah, same thing. I can't get none out of here. I want to at least get one out of here. But it needs to be one that's well rounded and ready to go. It won't be that one. Let's see if it's this one. Nope, it won't be that one. That one's a dud. I call this a dud frame. All right, they got bee bread in here, so they're using these to feed the nurse bees down below. So what happened is the queen got plenty of spots to lay down below, so they're not storing any food down there. They just raising bees. So I see they got a whole section of bee bread on here. So we'll just put this one back in for them. Get them out the way. Get them in there slowly. All right, I'll be gentle. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's check this one on the end, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Put them back together. All right, look like they just started drawing this one out. Yeah, they got some bee bread in there. All right, so this second one is a little bit mixed with honey bee bread. So yeah, because this one is closer to the brood chamber. They're just going up above to store the bee bread and the pollen. So we'll have to do the middle. I see the middle has all of the honey. So let's get them back in here. Make sure I squirt that area constantly so they don't start attacking that area. You know, every time I get stung, it's my fault, you know, because I got the bee jacket over there and I go, oh, I'm just checking honey, you know, I don't need the bee thing, but that's all right. You need a good sting every now and then to remind you that you're working with bees. All right, so they good here. Let's get that one back on. And I'm kind of not disappointed at all. I just thought, you know, that they had lots of honey down here and they needed space and it was bubbling over. So that's how my dream was. When I had the dream, I was like, oh, maybe that's a sign that I need to get down there and give them some more space or get rid of some of the excess honey that they have. Sure enough, they got a couple frames, but that's all right. Let's get them smoked out. I want to get them off the edge so they don't get pinched. All right, behave, behave. All right, they getting a little rowdy now. I guess they tired of me in here in their house messing with things. So there we go. We got the top back on for them. I think I'm going to give them a treatment of oxalic acid. It's about time for them to get a shot. Okay, give them some more time to do their thing. Got them back on there. I know they still gonna be mad at me. All right, let's get them away from around my head. All right. So let's put their top back on. And let me get out of Dodge here. Let's get the hive tool. Let's get away with the honey first. We gotta run with the booty. We gotta run with the loot that we stole. We gotta take the loot. All right, we got 4 frames. Thought I would get a little more, but 4 is good. All right, I'll put all of this away and let them calm down. Then we're going to treat them with some oxalic acid. Thanks for joining me. It was a beautiful Sunday. And if you're wondering what this jacket is I have on, this is my new toy. Now what I have in here is ice packs. There's some pockets and you drop ice packs that you put in the freezer. And what it does, it keeps your body cool, because boy, it can be a torture in the bee yard. In the summertime, you'll get dehydrated, you'll overheat. There's a lot of things that can happen. So I decided to invest in one of these extra 3 packs of ice that it come with. You can swap them out. And so when I finish this, you can bring a cooler with ice cold water and you can dip them in there and let them recharge and put them back on. So this is not a paid promotion, just something that I'm sharing with the beekeepers. I know it looked like a bulletproof vest, but no, that's not what it is. It has ice packs in it and it keeps my body cool from overheating. So that's it for now. Thank you for joining. This is Rich from My Babies. As always, peace, love, joy, and happiness.